Man, these people, they just don't get it. They just don't get the Morpho Knight Chapter 4 secret boss theory. They just don't get it. They don't see the vision. Hi, everybody. Happy 3:30 p.m. on a Saturday. Isn't that kind of crazy? I'm streaming while it's, like, bright outside and not, like, sunset. Hi. I'm doing, oh. Hi, everybody. Hi. Me and good lighting. Yeah, I'm doing something tonight with my mom. We're going to see a movie at like 7:30. And I'm just like, I don't really want to skip another day of stream. Especially because I was like, yesterday was really just, I was just really fucking tired. But I'm gonna stream today. It's EU friendly stream. This lighting is oddly like you rarely see me in this lighting. I want to say the last time I've streamed like in this type of lighting is when Red and Yellow 2.0 released. Because you know I basically fucking started streaming that like frame 1. So I can't think of another early stream I've done since then. But yeah, a lot's happened. You have incorrect color balance is wrong. Yeah, a lot happened since my last stream. Namely, within the I want to say, within an hour or two of me stopping stream, my last stream, the newsletter released. So you know, they gave us updates on Deltarune release. So let's go. It's releasing a day earlier and at 11 a.m. So it's actually like at a good time. Don't have to fuck up my sleep schedule for it. Deltarune at a reasonable time? Satisfactory. Yeah, that happened. And then Spampton Sweepstakes 2. I mean, not really, because, like, it was on a much smaller scale, but, like, they had new pages. And, like... Oh my god. There was so much. I was like... Ooh. Yeah, cat friend confirmed, real. I mean, I didn't really have any opinions on that theory anyway, because like, you know, I didn't really follow the theory. I honestly like I didn't even know that like it was a theory that people hated until I saw people talking about it after it was confirmed. Tempted Sweepstakes 2.5 Remix, true. But yeah, cat friend real. Also, for those of you who do not follow my YouTube stuff, because honestly, why would you? It's really just Jevil fights right now, and PB uploads. But I did upload something this morning because an FLB they had there was a bingo race this morning with for Deltarune, and I did that and I recorded it and I uploaded it. And it was a lot of fun. Bingo is really cool in this game. Yeah, we didn't get Jevil on bingo. I couldn't reuse footage. I had to actually like fight Jevil myself in my own time. Should have re-rolled until we got it, true. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. GG on winning. I go with the results. I mean, I did win the lot. Like, we did like a 5v5 lockout race. That's the second one, and my team won that one. I think I was like the 4th or 5th person to finish the 3 lines for the first round. Sojourner, hi Jack, hi buddy. Trial 8-1 music preview. Yeah, I saw. And yeah, PC Gaming Show, like, which someone said was June 8th, which, why is the beginning of June so fucking stacked? Somebody, why is the beginning of June so stacked? I'm gonna reveal Half-Life 3 on June 9th, yeah. At this point, at this rate. Freaking ready for Silk Song on the 20th. What is happening and why is June like why did every developer just decide to lock the fuck in for June? June mushroom. Yeah, your parents locked in when they developed you in June. But yeah. God, the new Spamton sweepstakes stuff, it was so exciting. God, it just took me right back to September 2022. When the original sweepstakes were happening and everyone was following that. Like, obviously it wasn't as big, because, you know, we basically found everything within, like, 2 hours. But, you know, it wasn't meant to be as big. Yeah, I got the void email because I didn't input a number on the thank you page. I was, like, one of the earliest people to figure out the email thing because I saw it in another tweet. And that tweet said to put your email on both lines, which is what I did. It wasn't until about, like, 5 or 10 minutes later when it was discovered it's only looking for an email on the first line. I heard the new email. I just heard, like, it was only looking for an email on the first line, and then it only mattered if you put, like, anything in the second line in terms of, like, the response you got on the page. Because if you had nothing in the second box, it was like you think she didn't smile or something like that. I don't remember what he said, or they, whatever. I just know it said thank you if you had anything in there. She never smiled. Yeah, that. I didn't think to put in a number, but also, like, I didn't think to try anything else after I saw more people saying that it was looking for anything. Receiving the zip bomb from Gaster. Hey, welcome in. It had no metadata. It's a while. I mean, like, there were context clues. Like, you know, the tab page was asking, like, you know, about, like, I don't remember the specific question. Like, how long did it take her to smile? I think it was what it was. And then if you didn't put anything in it, anything in, it said she never smiled. What is not applicable? But I don't know. People are theorizing it means that, like, there isn't going to be, like, an actual, like, progressing weird route in Chapter 3, but, like, it's still gonna, like, be impacted by the consequences of Chapter 2. That's what people are theorizing. Which is pretty close to what I guessed. So, basically, I'm right and everyone else is wrong. Firegrave this, reverse divorce that, couples therapy that, no. I was right the whole time. We were... Woody theory is convincing me. Chess theory, I kind of like that. I felt like this Spampton sweepstakes was a lot more weird route focused. Considering so far like the biggest central mystery was like the whole applicable, not applicable. I think in like maybe it's like there's a way to beat the boss without getting the Shadow Crystal. I think maybe it could mean that. I mean, I really don't know, and like, you know, Toby can do fucking whatever. Another surprising thing, one that like really like came out of left field when people found out the connection, the fucking Link's Awakening reference on one of the pages. Oh, was it the fucking ROM page? After clicking on the door. ASC, yeah, true. The Galactonite lair, true. Hi, Phoenix. Rom, like, dude, are people just like saying that Rom is a character? I'm not gonna believe that until I see it. I kind of like do not like the idea of like seeing something in a Link, like just seeing something that's only referred to in a Link and then automatically assuming it's a new character. Because like, you know, there's a difference between Rom being in the Link only and then Tina being referred to directly like in the previous part of the sweepstakes. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's just like I'm not gonna go off of just that. Maybe therapy is it true? True, wait, true. Easy. Rhombus and yeah, like I'm not saying it's impossible for it to be there, but Rhomb like the combo. True. Wait, true. Wait, no, I didn't spare Pondman for the bingo square. No. Can't wait for Chapter 3 to be the secret boss of Chapter 3. Jack disconnected. Nurse marked die. It's a banger screenshot I got. Yeah. And even then, like, you know, there was a hint at it with, like, that, like, December page or whatever I think it was. Like, saying, like, trying an alternate, like, spelling. Which, you know, was the hint towards Des. Get hit twice. 22 HP! Aw, oh, damn it. Nah. I was, like, trying to get away, but it started, like, kind of blocked me a little. Oh, well. So you can't guess it is kind of funny, yeah? I still can't get over, like, the intended way of finding the thank you page. With, like, fucking, like, the, like, M and E files and, like, having to lay it out on, like, a keyboard to get, like, a scrambled version of the word thank you. Like, what the fuck? It's like, I respect it. That's a pretty creative puzzle. Alula. To find a hint of a minor side character in chapter 6. Nah, the ARG stuff before chapter 7, you're gonna have to give Gaster your credit card information. What we're doing when we're buying the game. Wait, true. Think will happen with Gaster having our emails. I wonder if, like, they'll use that sort of, like, mailing list again, like, before 3 and 4 release. I think it unsubscribed you from... I don't know. I haven't tried. I don't really want to anyways. It was from, like, the same sort of, I guess, like, contact. It's not really the same email. It's, like, from, like, the same, like, contact info as the newsletter. Because it was starred for me in my inbox. I have the newsletter emails, like, set to be starred automatically. Happens when you unsub from the real newsletter. That makes sense. Like it might not, like, it's possible it might not be, like, unsubscribing you from both, but it's just using the same, like, unsubscribe page or whatever. I know there were some people who, like, put in their email and, had something input in the box but didn't get an email from Gaster, I think. I remember seeing some tweets about that. But, like, that list also included, Shay, who is definitely subscribed to the normal mailing list, so... I actually don't know if he ever ended up getting it. I just know, like, 20 minutes afterwards, he still hadn't gotten it. Gaster's got beef with Shay. Yeah, I got the email from Gaster to someone in 2018. Imagine showing this image to a child from the 1800s. Alright, sorry, I was just checking stuff. Imagine showing the Lady Gaga concert to an individual from the Paleozoic era. Gaster emails you. Well, that's what happened in the other day. Or, well, last night. For everyone who entered their email into the fucking Chapter 4 thank you page on the Spamton Sweepstakes got an email. And it was only for like a small time period. I think like by the time I had woken up the next day, the input was closed. Still great, Bradley. So yeah, like the different chapter numbers and like they're on the different sizes. And then of course, you know, we have the applicable, not applicable. Got closed like that makes sense. It was just open for like a 12-hour period. Wonder, yeah, I wonder. But maybe we'll add it to the list of things that won't happen, like the TV turning on. Toby forgot about the TV in the same way he had forgotten about the Spamton's the Spamton Sweepstakes alternate ending for for 2 years. I just like how he straight up admitted that he forgot he said that. Piles. And then we have the trophies. We saw like a small sample selection of the trophies for Deltarune. And out of like the, what was it, 5 or 6 they showed, most of them were just like the standard stuff the standard type of trophies I expected to see, like fucking inspect the throne, equip armor, take damage or whatever. And then we have complete chapter 3 without issue. And stumped on like if it is just like taking that literally and just complete chapter 3 normally, with the without issue part referring to like just hinting at Weird Route existing, or the other one where issue is meant to be a anagram of Susie. And what without Susie could mean. I mean, I think that like it's basically just, do you get the trophy for main route or Weird Route? That's like the real argument for me. It's deltarune.com/chapter4/thank you. It only shows the word thank you now because it's closed, but before you could input stuff. Would be an odd idea. Well, Toby already said that some chapter completion trophies like are easy to miss, and that it's gonna like it's something that like, and like the stuff you would do is something an average player wouldn't do, which I think is like, you know, him cheekily referring to Weird Route. Megalovania has almost 200 million streams on Spotify. Nice. Like, if it is a Weird Route trophy and Without Issue is meant to be without Susie, I honestly think it's probably just referring to the fact that, like, going off of, the end of Chapter 2 Weird Route, where, you know, Chris is alone. Like, you know, Chris is alone sealing the fountain in Chapter 2 Weird Route, while in, Main Route, Chapter 2 and Chapter 1, Susie is with them. So I think, like, if it is meant to be, like, without Susie, then that's what it means. It's just referring to, like, that you're gonna be sealing the fountain alone. And not something bad is going to happen to Susie in Chapter 3 Weird Route, like I saw some people, predict. Hi, Oakley. Be very rare. Yeah. That's why I think that, like, it's either just Main Route and Without Issue is just supposed to be, like, a cheeky reference to Weird Route, meaning that, like, if you're doing Weird Route, you won't get the trophy, but if it is, like, referring to Weird Route, then I think it's just like, oh, you're alone when you seal the fountain on Weird Route, so you're without Susie. Because so far, Susie has been present for both fountain sealings for the for Main Route. And if we're, like, assuming that Chapter 4 opens on a hometown section, then it could be that, like, the Chapter 3 endpoint is when you seal the fountain. And, like, you know, the credits play there. Just a Weird Route acknowledgements. Yeah. I kind of like that. It definitely helps give a bit of a better idea on where things are going for Weird Route. Without actually, like, you know, explicitly saying, hey, the Weird Route exists, this is what's going to happen, you know? Yeah, whatever, I'm gonna play the game. I think that was probably, like, the best way to reveal Weird Route stuff. Because, you know, it refers to more than just, like, it's, like, vague enough that, like, it doesn't explicitly say, hey, there is another route. Which I think is probably the best way to handle it. Because I'd say, like, zero acknowledgement at all doesn't make a ton of sense, like, at this stage, where, like, everybody knows it exists. I think, like, just, like, referring to it vaguely is the best way to still, like, keep up the mystery. Yeah, you only understand applicable and not applicable if you already knew about the route. I think, like, not even, like, hinting at the existence of Weird Route at all, you know, now really only worked, like, for Chapter 2's release. Yeah, like something on the guitar. I couldn't really make out anything. Some people were saying like hometown, but I don't know. It just sounded like guitar music. I was thinking like, oh, Deaths. But yeah, yeah, D.OGG thing that was basically just to like say, yeah, this is Weird Route. I agree there. That was like the point, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to find a word. OMG hot. That's the size. People are like speculating, like especially considering that, you know, Chapter 1 was really small. It's kind of like hinting at like the impact or like the like I don't know. Like I guess impact is probably the best way to say it. Like the impact of the Weird Route. Because, like, you know, Chapter 1 was really small, and the page says not applicable. Because, you know, there is no Weird Route in Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is large. The Chapter 2 page says applicable, and when you click on it, it gives you D.OGG, a song you only hear in the Weird Route. Chapter 3 is large and invisible, but the page says not applicable. But... and then Chapter 4 is, like, small-ish, and then, or like medium size, I guess, and then I think Chapter 5 was big. I can't fucking properly remember. I love 2 HP. The size is Noelle involvement. Yeah, that too. Because, like, Noelle, I think, is the main driving force of Weird Route. Like, you can't properly progress it without her. Because, in a way, she is your vessel for progressing the Weird Route. I'm still just, like, trying to figure out the meaning behind, like, not applicable, but... Magma Grave. But, like, yeah, the whole applicable, not applicable thing is just, like, really interesting. It's just like an interesting thing to tease. Or, like, an interesting way of teasing Weird Route stuff. Fuck is the blue tree. It is the same background that's in the fucking Jockington screenshot on the Steam page. So it's definitely something Chapter 4 related. I love religion themes in my religion themed church chapter. So true. This is an RPG after all. It's an RPG, we must kill God. To quote, to quote Device Theory, this is an RPG. Gaster wants to kill God. That might be because, yeah, I can see Noelle being in Chapter 4, because, like, one of the earliest, like, hints of Chapter 4 content we got was like, a Noelle sprite. It was like a screenshot of Noelle, which is why a lot of people were originally theorizing about like a Holiday Manor sequence in Chapter 4, which I guess is still technically possible. We know there is a long Light World section that Toby had to add a save point to. But, like, we know that, like, the Chapter 4 Dark World is almost certainly the church. I say almost certainly because technically we still can't say it. We still can't say 100%. But it almost certainly is. I mean, we Snowgrave Jockington in Chapter 4? Oh, no. Not Jockington! Mac, did you win yet? I got arrested. We're gonna Snowgrave the whole class. But God, I'm so curious about Chapter 3 Weird Route now. Like, just, like, the simple tease of not applicable, but it's just got me so fucking intrigued. Cattle shippers are in shambles. Well, you know, they already got fed some content, so with the new blog post from Noelle. It has themes of escapism. I love Amort. Hey, Snowgrave, Snowdrake, bro. That's where Firegrave comes in. I'm gonna go turn on my fan real quick. Alright. I am so hold right filled. It all comes full circle back to Firegrave. Dread it, run from it, Firegrave still arrives all the same. Des comes in with the Des Ember. It's cinema, Your Honor. Okay, fuck. Chapter 3 where you trap one of the characters on the TV. Oh, that would be so fucked up. We'll give the tutorial on how to fucking kill people. Just to look into my dark... Made like an evil fucked up version of Tori. What if this is all Chris's dream? Wait, dude, are we real? Dude, I think I am. That's actually some pretty solid evidence. Renee, they come. I love that fucking videos, not like video plus slash comics so much. It's so stupid. Well, that just happened. Chris is in a coma. Waiter, waiter, more diamonds, please. What the fuck were that spade bombs? Holy shit. Bang. Dude, what were those fucking spade bombs? That was actually like really good. Yeah, I've gotten, well, actually 7 days of nitro. Well, I mean, I already have nitro, so. Just gonna not get head happy skip just to be safe. Blech. Me when I'm trying to interact with things. You know, isn't E and M.OGG like just like the same sound, but one is reversed? I remember seeing that, like... There's a man here. He is on a wall. Have a great fall. Wait, fire? Wait. Yeah, time lost from, safe. Is it really gonna win? Fuck Nintendo. I mean, releasing on a Thursday is also, like, a little weird for a game, because normally it's either Tuesday or Friday. Nice fucking auto mod. All right. I can't believe I somehow clutched up that 12 turn. That Spade Bomb was like, it just gave it to me. Really, they are all Gaster if you think about it. So true. This too is Yuri. I wouldn't call myself a homophobic Undertale fan. But because they needed to have a child for the plot. Asriel. It's okay, because you can just kill them. That's a wild sentence. I wouldn't call myself a homophobic Undertale fan because I hate Undertale. Alright, other than Root and 4, this was a pretty nice chapter 1. God knows what Mettaton is supposed to be. I imagine Mettaton would find that a fantastic compliment. Yeah. Our town revealed us in chapter 4. Do you think we already saw the whole town? I think no, because the only extra part of the town we see is like other than like the holiday house, so that, but also like whatever is beyond like the police line next to the police station, like whatever's next to like those things, like that's the only other place I can see unlocking at some point. But I think we saw it be still blocked in the one chapter 4 screenshot we saw over there. That's the only other, like, place I, like, can see, like, you know, opening up. Yeah, it's supposed to be M because, you know, it was E and M. Because, you know, it was the whole, like, keyboard puzzle. Where, like, the placement of the, I think it was the M's were the letters you had to unscramble for thank you. It's very extended to be 6 seconds long. And then there's the fucking Link's Awakening thing. I think that plays MA.OGG. Like, it even like directly quotes the final boss and then plays the sound effect from it. Like, what is Toby cooking with this? Because, you know, Link's Awakening is a game, you know, also a game about dreams and, you know, fighting nightmares, you know, have to make the choice on, like, waking up the whole island will basically kill everyone on it because they will cease to exist, you know. I wonder how that could be related to Deltarune. Wow. Not Ganon. I mean, like, the final boss does turn into a shadow version of Ganon at one point in the fight, so... So-called the Nightmare. Nightmare from Kirby's Adventure. Morpho... So he's a Nightmare Knight. Wait, hold on. Say that again. Alright. God, I want to play 3 and 4 so badly. June 4th, save me. Chris needs to put a stop to this nightmare in Dreamland. Come on, guys. Let's return to Dreamland. be less time to wait between 4 and 5. Hopefully. Surely. Surely. I honestly, like, I just, like, hopefully, sorry. Hopefully, I think, like, the plan, I want to say the plan is probably hopefully going to be, like, Chapter 5 is going to release standalone because that was, one of the chapters that was originally promised to us. So I think Toby would want to, like, go ahead and get that one out to, like, just fulfill his original promise of 3, 4, and 5. And then we still don't know anything about 6 and 7. Well, I mean, just, we said the same thing about Chapter 2. Well, about Chapter 3, after Chapter 2 released. I remember people having this exact same conversation about how it's not going to take that long because of, it's not going to take as long to finish the chapters because they have a bigger team now and they know what they're doing. Clueless. Yeah, surely it releases fall 2023. I do feel like Toby's definitely probably going to release 5 standalone. And then the real question is if 6 and 7 are going to be released individually or if they're going to be packaged together. Deltarune Chapter 5 before GTA 6, true. Yeah, it is a non-zero chance. Now the real question... Nah, it's not gonna happen. It is, I don't think it's gonna happen. Just imagine Chapter 5 before Silksong. Chapter 5 tomorrow. I don't care what any Nintendo Direct said. I'm not gonna believe that Silksong's releasing until it is actually out there in the wild. And I see people actually playing it. I just love how I mentioned to my friend, you know, like we were talking about the Silksong 2025 thing from the Direct, and he said, I'm not gonna trust that Silksong is coming out until I have the game in my hands. And then I need to run a detailed analysis to see if they're paid actors. Silksong was just, how many years has it been? 6? 6-year-long experiment by Harvard University. Thank you for your participation. Silksong was actually all AI generated. Silksong is a money laundering front. Maybe Hollow Knight itself doesn't even exist. It's a mass hallucination. It's covered up by the government. It says, thank you for participating in the experiment. It's only multiple years late. Let's go! You're going to buy Silksong, you know, it has like those custom third-party EULA stuff, and it just says you will accept everything that will happen from now on. That's right, Silksong was Chapter 5 the whole time. Nah, it's because I bonked over stuff. I'm still thinking about, like, the other day where it just fucking, like, took, like, 5 seconds to shoot an arrow. Just EP. Yeah, true. He's waiting for Silksong after the human civilization collapsed. Try wrong warping in chapter 3. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I want to save the surprise for when I'm actually like in speedrunning mode. Got Suzy milk in my derusting. This is a bad omen. No, actually, it means you've been blessed. Trying like the very first screen. Surely. I want to say they'll keep it just because they already soft patched it, but also, like, I don't know. You think they're gonna? Yeah, I think they're gonna do that. I mean, this game is based off of Live Alive, and that's something that Live Alive does. Where every chapter of that game has its own credits. Also, yeah, I didn't unequip Suzy. I'm kind of just, like, taking a break from attempting 3-turn Birdly 2 stuff just because it keeps fucking me up. And, you know, I gotta give Noelle a bit of a break, too. I can't keep constantly demanding this stuff from her. I don't get. Yeah, but I mean, like, it would still work. I mean, there other games have done it with the same cast. I mean, like, fucking, I know Metal Gear Solid 5 has, at least has opening I think it has opening and closing credits for every single, like, major story mission. No. Give me my pink ribbon, I just realized now. I don't care. I'm here, I'm speedfunning. I was kind of, like, in, like, pink ribbonless mode because of bingo. The weird route required interact. The weird route required wrong warp. You know, sometimes I wonder if there are, like, certain bugs that, like, Toby will find that he'll keep in on purpose for speedrunners. Like, sometimes I wonder if, like, he knew about, like, the interact slide for Phantom skipping, but just decided to keep it in. What does Phantom City flag default to? Violence. It defaults to you having fought him. That's why we have to go to city in all bosses. If you violence him, no, you cannot. This is the whole reason we have to go to city at all in an all bosses run. Kev GU run, yeah. Wow, that was actually really good. Like, it was like only like 2 pre-saws, but a lot of them were like 1 moves. Alright. It's the only one that matters. That works all the way to chapter 7 to get Dice Chaos. Every time you fight, there's 1 in 6 chance to insta-kill the enemy. All the new music. Yeah, we're gonna, like... So much new Toby Fox music. Oh my god. Decent Terror Raid theme somewhere. In 100 new Sweet Cap and Cakes variations. Deltrune if Toby wasn't fucking around. The car just goes, wow. Wow. The wow is Toby. Maybe. Words, my beloved. Mini Spamton's my beloved. I hate this fucking guy. I've gotten only the best attack and the worst attack. Or longer than the Bible. I mean, the longest piece of American literature is a fanfic. It is a fucking Loud House fanfic that's actually just... What is it, like 34 million words? I know it capped out the word count on fanfic.net. So, like, we only have, like, an estimate of how many words it is. The Vine comedy is just Bible fanfic. Also, hi, Shinix. The 4th try Phantom skip into hitting the switch after getting it. That's amazing. During the bingo race, I had to keep reminding myself that I could do glitches. Yeah, amazing world building. Canon to the Christverse. Not be accused of blasphemy. No, I mean, but Jevil kills half my... Yeah, Jevil no hit is hard. Like what? Like, I'm on day 39 and I've only gotten 1 no-hit. I have gotten quite a few 1-hits though. Like, I've gotten like 4 or 5 1-hit fights. Okay, so that's how you do it. I mean, I feel like part of it is just like the different mindset, because I'm just going in to finish the fight, which is why I play super risky. gotta take the stuff off of Susie. There we go. Extra menuing kind of bogs me down a bit, but it's whatever. Basically, some of it is just like bringing back the menu, the time save in City that I get from not doing the menu. Play Chapter 2 thrice to get normal, Snowgrave, and Thornring save files. And then we realize that if you aren't on Weird Route, the Thornring is deleted from your inventory. Thornring becomes a rotten ring. Death. Ha. Makoto Yuki. Kimi wo, I never left you. So many T's for nothing. The rotten T thing is so funny. It does make me sad though that the 400 HP heal interaction with Noelle drinking Susie T will never be seen legitimately in game. Or so you thought. All of your tea becomes rotten tea. Except for one Susie tea. That can only be used on Noelle. This is your pie. Kind of wonder how many different fandoms have at least one fic that's over 1 million words. Quite a few, I would say. Deltarune target glitch, true. I mean, Toby did say that this game was similar to another indie game in development that may or may not be Omori. Version 1.19, it was already fixed? True. Okay, now here's the real question. When we get the game, are we gonna be on 1.0 or 2.0? Because you can make arguments for both. Although if it is 1.0, that does give us the chance of us having another 1.09. Which I think would be really funny. Oh my god. There we go. And it's also Switch exclusive. Oh no. clever. I'm thinking... You know what? Yeah, Prodigy. Prodigy Waddle Dee. Damn it. Genius was my second choice. I literally fucking flipped a coin in my head on if it was gonna be if I was gonna go with Genius or Prodigy. I'm sad now. Don't worry, I'll rig the RNG next time. Triggers the mod of the game, so it always shows a specific one that you're always... True! It's okay, I'm a mod, I can do it. I can get away with it. Got the very ominous DM. Oops, I dropped... Nico? Nico one-shot? Get Susie R action if you do. I feel like you probably will. I feel like there might just be a flag at the start of Chapter 3 that just gives you it. Kind of like how, you know, you just automatically get Wrist Protector, like in Chapter 2, if you, like, you know, import survey program save that didn't get it. No Wrist Protector. My favorite Wrist Protector lore is the fact that the counter starts from game open. So you can just idle on the save select screen and not be able to get it. No, I agree on like, I agree on the hospital cutscene probably won't be required. At least it won't be required if you import a demo save. Like your save will just be grandfathered in. Without any indication. It would be very annoying, yes. That's why I think that, like, if it does become actually required, then demo saves will just be grandfathered in. Because, like, I feel like you probably didn't make it required just because, you know, it's the end of the game. There's no reason to really, like, have another required optional weird route event. Like, when it's the literal end of the game. Toby making 32 SGG possible base. True. Hey, welcome in. I need the full release of the game to add it back in OBJ _ weird route manipulator. So just fucking moving him out of the way in the Swatchling hallway. I guess, like, maybe it was just, like a future-proof thing. Just for the annoying dog in the crystal. That would go hard. Should allow an official mod that keeps a... Yeah, no, we get the 30 text blocks per second wrist protector mod, and it just also does that. True isn't the true? Wrong. True. Hope we don't need. I hope we don't need one. Especially now that I know, like, that the graphical glitches caused by 30 text boxes in Chapter 2 are actually because you're manually mashing. And not because of the speed itself. Learned that from Crystal. No one knows what, like, double digit. It definitely saves a lot. Especially in Chapter 2. Fuck. Yeah, I didn't grab Dark Candy. Don't worry, it's not over yet. Ultimate heal strats. I only lost a turn to that. I mean, I also lost decent time from just, you know, the slightly slower animation. Especially 19. Yo, nice. Happy birthday. Yeah, that was an unfortunate accident. Oh well. These things happen. It is what it is. And various other sayings. You think the music is diegetic? Yo, Renegade, thank you for the tier 1 gift shop to Krakatuba erupt on that thing. I think at least like the Cyberfield music and like the DJ's music is diegetic. Sap has double the. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. But yeah, I could see like the music and like in the Cyber Dark World, this Dark World being all diegetic because, you know, it's a computer. Music mods are actually diegetic. The greatest in the history of r/Deltarune, closed down by moderators after 6,000 comments. Goofy ass songs and music mod. I feel like I just keep my music mods to just like songs from games I like. Like the most shitposty mine gets is just having "We're Finally Landing" for home. We'll just out to A for no reason. I will say, I do find it funny how the battle music in Undertale Yellow is diegetic. with like a lore explanation and everything. I think across both this game and Undertale, my most shitposty music mod is Bruno Core. Swear like Sahir's when Bonnie isn't around? Absolutely. I will never forget you, one mouse, two mouse. Bonnie's are like... Also, yes. One of my Z inputs died, I guess. You read the art book? No, I have not. I have seen a few pictures of it from Kucher. Was this inspired by more? Yes, it was. Stop asking. Please stop asking me. So Stephen Gunner is watch people go insane. The fucking Chaos King one that never starts. Do 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 do. If the game is that the One Direction one? You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. Also swapping Welcome to the City with the old Welcome to the City July. Think they're hallucinating. I love gaslighting. Persona? A moving clickable black square, yeah. Go to bed. Alright, good night. Thank you for stopping by, and happy birthday. He angles the laser to Miss Noel. Oh yeah. Subtle writing and character details. Thank you, Toby Fox. Toby Fox invented writing. No, he invented light motifs. He also invented lesbians and I guess pronouns. I was so scared she was gonna fucking do the, not getting stunned thing again. Finally saw the fight for sure this time, Clueless. Sure. Surely. Surely. Oh yeah, they did, yeah. It's so cool. Someone fucking replied to my Jevil post on Blue Sky just saying, try doing it with Jess Ralsei. Only physical attacks, spelled with an F. Spelled F-I-S-I-C-A-L. And with no equipment. He doesn't know that I do have no equipment on that file. I already do it, no equipment. The roaring. The roaring. Yeah, the fucking, like, the one, and, like, they're, like, completely empty. It feels just like Sony fucking releasing Morbius in theaters a second time. Do it, you can do it again. We were just all busy that weekend. Had the blank and people are saying mantle for that, but I also remember someone pointing out that like the space only has room for like 4 characters, I think, which I mean I would say doesn't really mean too much because, you know, it's just a blank spot. I don't think it was intended for you to guess it based on the amount of characters that could fit in there. Hey, welcome in. Just in time for the end of the run. Oh, the Shadow Mantle, yeah. What happens if we just don't fucking get it? I assume it's gonna be like... Hold on. I assume if we don't get it, then like I feel like it's gonna be like one of those items that's like required to get to the secret boss, kind of like the chapter 3's equivalent of it might be the chapter 3 equivalent of like getting the key or, you know, the disc. Because I mean, it's gonna have to be something we get in chapter 3, like entirely within the confines of chapter 3. Which is what leads me to believe it's gonna be that this game, like that chapter's version of the broken key or empty disc. Rebel area and grab. Toby already said like that stuff like that wouldn't be required, so. Ugh. looking at stuff. Spider in the kitchen, and therefore we'll use the purple soul. That's because the crystal thing means only crystal. Yeah, true. Chapter 3, green or purple? You know what? What about the curveball? It's just red again. That's the real curveball. That's the real curveball, because like the whole like every secret boss is gonna be a different colored soul, you know. That's still not confirmed. Still you love Loki said. I mean, honestly, I would like that as long as like, you know, it's like a difficult fight increase. Because that's my least favorite part about Spamton Neo. Is that like it's such a that's my least favorite part about Spamton Neo, is that it's such a difficulty drop compared to Jevil. Toby, who didn't think that. Let's go find Des. Oh my god! December! December! I am the Finder Dodge girl. Oh hey, this run ended at 12:25 for Nurs. Blessed? Blessed or cursed? Take your pick. This run was good until it wasn't. I mean, honestly, it was really just like it was like only like 2 major mistakes. It was just Rudin 4 and then fucking Chris and Rossi going down in Neo. Talter and Jevil though was pretty cool. Me when I cut a gas line. This run slow walks to the next kid's speed run. Read that later. Tuna? I'll have 10 of these, please. I'll take 10 of these, please. I mean, like, you have to have enough determination to do so. Whatever, like, that would mean in terms of, in the context of Deltarune, so. I don't think just anybody can do it. I'm now certified. Tenna in 24 days. Can you believe it, guys? Tenna, 24 days away. Gotta move all the Deltarune just a week away post to the 28th. I miss Tenna. Generally means Senna isn't evil. True. Alright. Whoa, it's a white guy. There he is! There's my favorite white boy! Like Tenad hasn't played Delta in a while. I never got. Yeah, I get it too. That was my first assumption. Was just like, oh, and Toby was saying like he's the only person who thought that because like, oh, the game hasn't come out yet, so nobody else had the opportunity to say that. So, anyways, bye everybody. See you guys next time. Bye.